Folic acid level testing for pregnant women is so commonly seen, but its accuracy is also very often neglected. If a pregnant woman takes the wrong amount of folic acid, it may cause conditions like congenital heart defects and cleft lips for her baby. A young startup aims to solve the problem. Today, we are very glad to be joined by the founder of this company, Dr. Shi. Dr. Shi, thank you so much for joining us. So he's going to take us a look at their secret laboratory. We are changing our equipment and going through a disinfection process before entering the laboratory. This is the last step, right?
Is that? Yeah.
So we are now good to go. Vital diagnosis is the first one in the world to detect precise folic level based on the metabolic ability of B vitamins in red blood cells, and this is not easy to achieve.
So we have all the complicated secretory molecules dissolved in this liquid reagent.
It looks very transparent and very pure, but they were spending years of efforts into designing this special liquid for testing. How does Dr. Shi eventually achieve this? Many scientists focus solely on research, but Dr. Shi has excelled at transforming research into real-world applications.
It requires research people to constantly think about whether the research they are doing can be useful, but not many scientists have this way of thinking.
Dr. Shi said it needs the close cooperation between research institutions and the end market. This collaboration is key so that research targets real-world needs.
Sometimes we would think our research is interesting, but it actually doesn't serve any value in clinical practice.
He once worked in Sydney and shared with us one cooperation example.
There was a director in a hospital for women and children in Sydney. He called on all major hospitals in Sydney to help us collect tissue samples of children with congenital heart defects. I hope such a cooperation model can be further promoted in China.
After having come up with innovative products, thinking about how to achieve mass production is also crucial.
We often have a scientific research mindset, which means that I can use all methods to ensure a stable result. But that's wrong in practice. For example, it is unrealistic to ask a person to pay 10,000 yuan to do a test. Too expensive.
After talking with Professor Shi, I realized that it is really difficult for a high-tech startup to transform their technological innovation into products launched into the market. Well, there are two things that they can bear in mind. First of all, they need to find the real need of the market and develop products that can outperform other products, other competitors in the market. And secondly, their making procedure has to be not that costly to make them to be launched into the market.